You know, in every classroom there's always that one student sitting quietly at the very back. There are several such students, and Ilan was one among them. The last bench was his place, not because he was lazy, but because the world had already decided he wasn't worth much. His teachers thought he didn't care. His classmates laughed at him. His parents, they often said Ilan will never achieve anything big. But here's the truth, no one knew. Ilan wasn't careless, he was curious. While others memorized formulas for exams, Ilan dreamed about machines, about inventions, things that could actually solve problems in the real world. His mind was full of ideas, but to everyone else, he was just the boy on the last bench. One day, their school announced the annual science fair. All the classrooms were buzzing with excitement. Tables were filled with flashy projects. Ilan quietly placed his little model on the corner of a desk. It was built from waste materials. Simple, nothing extraordinary to look at. Most students walked past it without a glance. But then one judge stopped. He leaned forward, studied the model and asked, "Did you make this all by yourself?" Ilan hesitated, then nodded. The judge smiled and said words Ilan had never heard before. "This idea has real potential. Don't stop working on it." Those words became Ilan's fuel. From that day, Ilan worked tirelessly. He spent hours in his garage, tinkering, inventing. His friends, they found new hobbies. The cool kids, they still ruled the corridors. But Ilan, he had something else on his mind. He spent his days studying, understanding the world around him. He read books, sometimes 2 or 3 in a day. At night, when everyone was asleep, he would sneak out to work in his garage. He had no one else to impress. So he wasn't doing it for anyone but himself. Slowly, his projects began to improve. Small trophies started crowding his shelf. But Ilan wasn't satisfied. He wanted more, and so he tried harder. Days turned into nights, nights into mornings. During summer vacations, while other students partied, Ilan worked extra shifts at a mechanic shop. He fixed engines, he greased machines, he did it all just to save money, to buy better tools, to build better models. Years passed, Ilan graduated, but he was far from over. He enrolled in a university far away from home, far from everything familiar. In the beginning, it was tough. Homesickness clung to him like a shadow. He missed his friends, his family, the taste of his mother's cooking. But Ilan pushed through it all. He threw himself into his studies, into his research. His professors noticed him, his peers respected him, and the awards and honors began to pour in. But Ilan remained focused. He knew distractions awaited, but he had tunnel vision. And then it happened. A major company offered him a job, an opportunity to work on real-world problems, to invent products that could change lives. This was Ilan's chance. But as he prepared to leave for the big city, he received a call. His father was ill. Without a second thought, Ilan canceled his flight. He rushed to his father's side. In the hospital, amidst the beeps of machines and hushed voices, Ilan held his father's hand. They spoke little, but Ilan knew his father was proud. Before the end, he whispered, "You always told me to aim high, to never settle. How can I do that and abandon you?" His father smiled, a weak but genuine smile. "You have to follow your dreams, son. Your journey is yours alone. Don't carry the weight of the world on your shoulders." And then his father closed his eyes. After the funeral, Ilan felt lost. Should he honor his father's wish and move away? Or should he stay back, take care of his ailing mother? The decision tore at his heart. Sleepless nights turned into restless days. Finally, Ilan made a decision. He chose to stay. The next few years were a whirlwind. Ilan worked day and night, chasing multiple goals at once. One of his companies took off, then another, and another. Each success brought new challenges, new problems to solve. Yet Ilan tackled them all. His life was a testament to relentless hard work, unwavering focus, and an indomitable spirit. Yet amid all the success, there were times when Ilan looked up at the night sky and wondered, "Is my father watching? Is he proud of what I've become?" Suddenly, a shooting star streaked across the sky, leaving a trail of light in its wake. Ilan smiled. It was as if his father was reaching out from the stars, giving him a sign, a thumbs up. At the peak of his career, Ilan returned to his old school. But this time he wasn't on the last bench. He was on the stage. As a guest speaker, thousands of students sat before him, their eyes shining with admiration. Among them, some sat on those same back benches where he once sat, and he saw himself in their eyes. The curiosity, the dreams, the longing to make a difference. Taking a deep breath, Ilan began his speech. "Don't let anyone else decide your value. The world may not recognize your talent today, but if you stay consistent, if you keep pushing, even the last bench can lead to the front of the world tomorrow." The auditorium erupted in applause. Later, during the question and answer session, a hand shot up in the air. "Sir, how can we stay focused? How can we achieve our dreams when everyone around us is distracted?" Ilan smiled, remembering his own struggles. "It's tough, I know," he said, "but imagine the feeling of achieving your goals, of proving them wrong. That feeling is the fuel that will keep you going when everyone else has given up on you. That feeling is your superpower." Another question came, this time from a girl with bright, curious eyes. "How do you deal with failure? How do you get back up when you fall?" Silence fell over the auditorium as everyone waited for Elon's answer. This was a question that had echoed in his own mind countless times. Failure is inevitable, Elon began, his voice echoing in the silent room. It's the stepping stone to success. Every great achievement is preceded by countless failures. But here's the secret. He leaned forward, his eyes locking with theirs. Don't quit. Not when you fail, not when people laugh at you, not when the world tells you to give up, because the world applauds only when you succeed. No one cares about your struggles, your tears, your sacrifices, but you must keep going. You owe it to yourself. The final bell rang, signaling the end of the session. As Elon made his way out of the school, he couldn't help but feel a sense of fulfillment. He had come full circle. The boy who was once mocked and ridiculed had become a symbol of hope and inspiration for these very students. On the last bench sat a boy who looked oddly familiar. His head was bent over a table, his eyes fixed on a project in front of him, just like Elon had been all those years ago. As Elon watched him, he couldn't help but smile. He saw his younger self in the boy, the curiosity, the determination, but most importantly, the potential that lay dormant, waiting to be tapped. Suddenly the boy looked up. His eyes met Ellen's, and in that brief moment, a silent connection formed between them. It was a moment of recognition, of understanding, a passing of the torch from mentor to mentee, from one dreamer to another. Elon knew that the boy on the last bench had a choice to make. Would he let the world's indifference define him, or would he rise above it? Would he embrace his potential or let it go to waste? The answer, Elon knew, lay within the boy, buried under layers of self-doubt and fear. With a gentle smile, Elon turned and walked away. He had planted a seed of inspiration, watered it with a story, and now it was up to the boy to nurture it, to watch it grow. After all, Elon was once that last bench boy too. And if Elon could become the man he was meant to be, then so could the boy on the last bench. Subscribe my channel.